Yes, what is up? Shoot Up Podcast.
We're back.
Episode what? Feels like 100.
Episode
25.
25. We're a quarter.
Oh, this is good. This is good to be back. Man. You know what? The sun's out, everything's out, bro. Like literally, it's beautiful today out in the UK. And I'm just like, if nobody knows, me and Q talk outside of the Shoot Up podcast, obviously because basically we narrate stuff. But yeah, I was like, yo, Q, give me an hour. He goes, I'm ready now. I said, all right, cool, let's do it.
I did. Yo, TMI. I've been up since like 6:30 this morning.
Did you wake up? Did you wake up like this? Shoot Up podcast. Shoot Up podcast. Shoot, and then you just.
Yeah. And really, to be honest with you, I hyped myself up last night. I thought about even hitting you overnight and be like, bro, let's just do it now.
Yo, bro, I would have done it. I would have done it. You should. Yo, my yesterday was I did the Citrus 7 review. By the way, this is a foreshadowing of what we're gonna reveal for pickups. Did the editing for that. Then did the live with Cam. For the customs talk with Gary. Shout out if you go, Gary, shout out to Gary. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, do follow me and do follow Q. But if you follow me on Instagram, we did a live on Saturday 8:30 p.m. GMT time, which basically was showcasing Gary's prototype sneaker and what he's designing and what the iteration he's putting together and all the processes and all the hardships and stuff like that. So if you want to go and follow that, if you want to go and look at that, guys, go and definitely have a look at that because it kind of gives you an idea of if you want to go into the design manufacturing part of it and kind of put your aesthetics together to produce a sneaker. That's a very good person or very good life to actually look at to actually get your details done. But yeah, that, and then straight after that, I just recorded this. I've recorded the sneaker news and then edited it, and then it was 12 o'clock. And if you had told me, bro, let's do the Shoe Dog podcast, I was like, all right, cool, let's go.
Hey, I was excited about this topic I came up with, and I told you about. I'm really excited to get into that, but. Shout out to Gary, man. G Squared. Y'all go find G Squared on IG, man. I was surprised when I saw his design. It's really dope, bro. It reminded me of some things I ain't gonna say because I don't want to undermine his logic for coming up with that design, but it's a dope design. And we got to get Gary on the podcast at some point also.
Yeah, definitely. We'll schedule him. I think. We'll schedule if we can get his second iteration back. We'll schedule it in and then basically it means that he can show his first process, he can show his second process, he can show how he's moving forwards and all that. And we'll just dedicate the podcast to him. But Gary is an inspiration to taking charge of what you want, your dreams and your realities and stuff like that, and to making them. I kind of through the live, I kind of sense that he isn't confident with marketing and social media, and it kind of came across that way. So realistically, I think he is where I was when I first started doing social media, and then that was like a bit of a scary place of how to navigate and how to kind of produce your content and how to kind of get it out there. But like for me, it's always been. I would learn on my toes and let's put it out there and keep learning and adapting. And I will, if Gary needs the help, I think pretty much all of us will just go and help him. But like in terms of that, he just kind of needs to kind of just realize his dreams, just concentrate on his product, concentrate on his kind of design and getting the sneaker there, and everything else will fall into place naturally. And that's what life is about. Just making it, just concentrate on your main goals, and everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, he definitely got some dope designs, man. It's like it's just great. It is inspirational. I was inspired just watching, listening to some of the stuff y'all was talking about. I was getting some of the ideas that I got rattling around in my brain. They start popping up to the forefront when you are in a creative conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I find that anytime I'm talking to a creative person that's actually taking steps towards achieving whatever they're trying to achieve, it makes me think about all the ideas that I have and different ways that I might be able to implement things.
And this is why I never say, and this is why I never do and I never say, is never pull down an inspiring person or a productive person or a creative person, because basically you should take what he's doing as inspiration to move your life forwards as well. Because a lot of people like to pull back down the creators, the people that actually want to move forwards, the actual innovators. Don't do that. Use them as a benchmark, as an inspiration to improve yourself, and use them as a way of levitating yourself into their mindset, into their actual creativity, and into moving into their, like, the thought process of how can I do not the same thing, but how can I produce my goals and my dreams and make them a reality. And that's what it's. We should all elevate each other rather than drag each other back down. And that's what the way I look at life.
Yeah, that's the only way to look at it as far as I'm concerned. Like that jealous gene, I think is in everybody, that you got to fight that, man. You got to fight that and strive to be the opposite of that and hit that button. That in so many words, that's what it is. It's hitting the like button on somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Without, of course.
Without them having to hit the button on you. You can just hit the button on them. It's cool.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's never like for like. It's never, oh, you like me, I like you. Yo, defeat envy, greed, defeat all the, what do you call it? All the jealousy with love.
Negative emotions, bro.
Yeah, defeat the negative emotions with love. Just basically, that doesn't matter if somebody else don't like your page. Just like them. Doesn't matter if you think their thing's dope. Just like it. Wherever, just do you. And at the end of the day, nobody can stop what you're destined to build, or you're building. Nobody can stop that. People will get in the way, but nobody will be able to stop your motivation. And then life is tough. I understand life is tough. Life is hard. It's always going to be hard, but I think the best way to move forward is positive emotions, positive thoughts, positive people around you, and building something that you have passion about, and that's the main thing.
Yeah. If you buy fakes, buy your fakes. Like, don't be mad at me because I buy real stuff.
You know. One thing I want to say: why are we telepathic? Why are we telepathic? Because I didn't even mention what I'm going to bring up today in the pseudo podcast, and you already know. You're already foreshadowing what I'm going to talk about.
Dog, listen. We see the same things. Like this community is big enough for people to be missed, but for the most part, we see the same things. We share a lot of opinions, me and you. And some of the stuff that goes on, it just ain't cool, bro. And we listen. Piggybacking off of the previous notion, right? Do whatever you do. I'm gonna just stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. Truth be told, I don't respect it. I don't respect it. You know, and it's bro, it's people out here. You know, people play the gatekeeping role. People play the clout chasing role. People play the clout having role. And then it's all these little pockets in between. You know what I'm saying? Where some of us fall into, and for the most part, all those little bitty pockets of this and that. That's where the real is at. The real lies in the unseen and the unheard for the most part, and that's where we come into play at.
Yeah,
I'm gonna speak on it. I ain't got to say no name. I ain't got to direct no hate at nobody. Bring no attention to some. I'm definitely not gonna bring attention to somebody that I feel like is doing a disservice to the community. but we see it all the time, bro.
But the thing is, like, when you make a comment, even if you'd be like, okay, cool. When you make a comment, negative or positive, the reaction of the person dictates how much they actually feel about that comment. So if you are watching this and you are actually feeling a certain way, and this is probably a generic comment that Q's made, you need to really look at yourself and think, why did it hurt me? Why did it actually elevate me or make me feel positive? Or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That you don't throw stones at us because you're breaking the glass windows that you're throwing it through. So literally look within before you look without. See what I'm saying?
Hey man, I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't mad at nobody. You know, it's not even throwing shade. And listen, everything don't. I'm not a 20-minute scroller on IG. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5, maybe 10 minutes at a time, and it's a lot of stuff I miss. Right? That's not directed at anybody that I miss. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, some things get missed. However, it's some stuff that come across my feed that's egregious, bro. And I be like, man, why? Like, just don't stop. Just stop. And don't come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Don't come at me, because I don't leave negative comments. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep scrolling. I won't hit the button, and I'll just keep scrolling. I ain't gotta leave.
Oh, you're gonna be Limp Bizkit. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, you keep scrolling, bro. Like, it's more stuff. You know, I don't even do the explore page or like stories. I miss a lot of stories because I don't watch stories for something that's just not. It's just not there for me. You know what I'm saying? And so some people get butthurt about just that type of stuff. The way I function on Instagram gives me solace about who does and who doesn't hit the button, or what does and doesn't get views. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I know some people they own it. They own it 6-7 hours a day. They on Instagram. They on Twitter. They on TikTok. They on Facebook. I don't move like that, bro.
Bro, I got too much. Look, even though people probably think I'm always on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, it could seem like. But I'm a busy guy. I'm really busy. Like, you think I've got videos to record, edits, 9 to 5 job. I got girlfriend to I need to kind of actually make sure she's always okay. And that's by the way, that's the most important part. Real life is the most important part.
Huge part of it.
Don't ignore your real life for social media.
I've been purposely staying in the house a little bit more because of that. For that very reason, to make sure the inside of my house is good. Fuck the outside. Fuck the social media. If the inside of my house ain't good, then I'm not gonna be good. So I ain't even gonna want to participate in none of the other.
My girlfriend says the most beautiful quote to me when I actually start to get too heavily involved in not real life, and she was like, "If you don't tend your garden, you're always gonna expect weeds when you get back."
Boy, that's a true statement. I didn't heard it right, boy.
Yeah, exactly, and she's got bars. She's got bars for days, bro.
Yeah, man. So let me moving on.
All right, so are we doing pickups? Because I know you didn't do pickups, but I need to give you a massive shout out for the pickups, bro.
No, I got a pickup for you.
Oh, okay. Is it the one that you mentioned last week that I was gonna be like, I can't see, bro. Your order has been cancelled. You gotta tell us what it is because I can't see the screen, bro. Hold on.
The Mason 2s.
Oh, did you cancel it?
No.
From where? Okay, that's the situation. So tell us about. I know you told me a little bit of information about the Mason Chateau Rogue Jordan 2s.
So last Saturday, July the 2nd, I'm a member of Soul Savvy, right?
Yeah.
So I get the notifications. I get so many notifications, bro. I had to turn them off throughout the week because I'll be trying to work.
But by the way, I'm just gonna give that yellow card to that company. What was the company's name?
No, they need a real one. No tray.
Hey?
No tray.
Okay, you upgraded it.
It's a boutique. No Tray is a boutique in I want to say Chicago.
Good card to you guys.
Might be maybe Detroit. I can't remember what city but I know they're in the Midwest. No Tray had last year. I think last year they had the No Tray Dunks, No Tray Dunk High collab. This was actually my first time. I got the notification from Soul Savvy, and I went. As soon as I saw the notification, I clicked. I just happened to be looking at my phone because it was a Saturday morning. I see the notification, hit the button, boom, pre-cart, go straight to checkout. Within 30 seconds, I get the checkout, right? 30 seconds, bro. Shout out to Soul Savvy. I got the notification, clicked on it, pre-cart, my size, straight to checkout. No waiting, no capture, nothing, right?
Okay.
Straight to checkout. The third come, which was a Sunday. I ain't expecting no tracking update on a Sunday, right? Monday is the 4th. It's a holiday, 4th of July. The U.S. is a holiday. They close probably. I ain't expecting no update. The 5th come, 6th come, 7th come. Now I'm worried because I ain't got no tracking update. And the shipping is 3 to 7 business day shipping, right? So within 3 business days, I expect to at least get a tracking number.
Yeah.
Nope. Yesterday, I get the email. Cancel.
Fuck, bro. That's terrible. What was the reasons for cancellation?
Ain't no reason. Cancel. That's it. It's a basic. Okay, so that email that I was waiting on, that tracking update email, instead of it being a tracking update, it's a cancellation update. It's the same sack. Same sack. I don't know what.
Same exact, yeah.
Yeah, same exact same format. The exact same format that you get from majority of companies when you make an order and they send you a confirmation email. Same format, but now it's a cancellation. And this is the first time since I've started collecting that I've ever received a cancellation. And it really sucks, bro.
Yeah, I've had a couple. One from Nike, a couple from Nike because they say they're overstocked and all of that stuff because that's their excuse. So Foot Locker is renowned for that. Back in the day, you order something and if your payment doesn't go through within the next couple of hours, and then it doesn't say it's within warehouse already to ship because there's like a 4-step order, process payment, order shipped, order delivered, right? And if it doesn't get through, if you get through the first one, it doesn't get through the second one next time, then you got to worry because in the next couple of hours they say they haven't taken your payment, so it's like, okay, cool, they're overordered. Mm-hmm. So like it's terrible. How can you not manage your stock? A big company's not managing their stock levels properly.
This is a boutique, bro.
Okay.
They might have 50 pairs, full size run. So it's like y'all. Somebody got my shoe. Somebody got it. It might be a celebrity or somebody local influencer or something like that, and they gave them my 11 and canceled my order because. I don't matter.
Not yet.
It ain't about that, bro. Like I don't. That's just bad business. Whether it was a stock issue or it was a backdoor issue, which I believe it was. Like, you can't tell me some influencer ain't get my shoe. They walked in there and decided to get them my size and cancel my order.
That's in California as well, isn't it?
No, I think it's in the Midwest. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, I follow them and you know, IG. I've heard of them before, especially with the dunk release, but I'm cool on them. Bro.
I wonder if you can play detective and actually work out who got your sneaker.
It ain't work for them, man. I did want the shoe. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I hit the button on it, so I did really want the shoe. I was starting to feel a little buzz about it. I was excited about it when I copped. Don't get me wrong, but you know, copping versus getting it in hand. Especially when you ordering, like when you ordering, there's always that feeling that, man, I hope it get here. This a hype release. I hope, you know, the delivery guy don't pull some crazy shit. But
so on that note, I'm gonna just share my screen with you, bro. And this is the difference between the UK and the US. The UK is not US is a very different type of animal, but the UK, bro, you can go and get your size now. Like they've got your size there. Your size 10 UK.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get your size if you wanted to from this this offspring pretty much.
I can't order from offspring.
Can't you?
It's reading a lot.
Well, if you need it, bro, just let me know.
It's like I tried to order the 7s from SNS, the region lot. Was it SNS?
Yeah. Sneakers and stuff. Yeah, sneakers and stuff. It was regional lot. We checked that last time. So if you need it, bro, just let me know and I'll grab it for you and send it to you.
I'm about to chill on it, bro. Like that shit pissed me off. It kind of threw me off. It threw me off a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't like talking about it right now. It's kind of giving me a little. Let's move on, bro. What you got?
On that note, let's skip to the positives and the negatives. But if you need that, bro, just let me know and I'll grab it up for you and send it to you. That's not going to be a problem. Unfortunately, it's going to involve shipping costs and stuff like that. But like, to be honest, like this is what we do. We help out the bros, and this is how it is. But from my side, first of all, let me just say, Zion 2s, bro. Zion 2s. Hell to the yes. Because these are a dope sneaker. You saw my review yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you understand? I didn't know if you picked up on this, but do you understand what I meant in the review when it's designed from a voodoo doll?
Yeah.
Because the hemp canvas is what they use on voodoo dolls.
Right.
And the fact, the whole stitching, because we talked about this. I don't know if it was on the Shootout podcast. Yeah, it must have been. Yeah. The whole stitching on the sneaker is basically to put Zion, or to basically double stitch it so Zion can't break the threading and stuff like that, because he's a big guy. But like when I say this, bro, this is a dope sneaker. If you saw the on feet, I saw you on feet, bro, on your video, and I put these on feet, bro. This changes on feet. Yeah, 100%. This is a dope sneaker. Like anybody that's interested in this, if you can get this in hand, or if you can see it at your local retailer, go and check these out. These are absolutely dope. One thing I didn't mention, these are so hard to get into, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got it ain't even the pass. It ain't even the pass, bro. It's the shape.
Is this narrow shape here?
Right.
You can't you have to open up all the laces to get your feet in there.
You got to open it at least halfway, at least to that lace before the strap almost.
And all I'm gonna say is when they talk about lockdown on this, but you're locked into this sneaker. Like you could you ain't getting out of this sneaker. Nobody's pulling these sneakers off your feet either. But this is a like I had this on foot, and when those cream joggers those cream cargo pants I put with these, dope, bro, dope. I need to put that fit together 100%. I will. This sneaker I love this sneaker, bro. I love this sneaker. And shout out to you, bro, for putting me on this, because I when I saw this and I saw the other Zion too, the white variation, I like the white variation. I've seen it in hand. It's very, I'm going to say it's very delicate in a way, because I felt like it felt very lightweight, very delicate. This is totally different. This is totally different. But like the whole, like this, we could talk about this sneaker for ages. The stitching, the fact that the X's on the stitching represent like stab wounds, or on you know, when you kind of have that, like exactly that eye back there, like a piece missing. Bro, the sneaker is so dope, so dope. Like, I can't say enough about this, and thank you, bro, for putting me on that game, because like without you, I don't think I would have picked this up. But when you showed me, you called me and you showed me, and you was like, "Look, check this out." I was like, "Yo," and it was and it was exactly that time. I went, as you were speaking, I said, "Yo, I got mine."
Yeah. I can't remember what we were doing. I think maybe we had just did a podcast.
No. It wasn't a podcast. It was, you called me up and you showed me, and you was like, "Yo, check this out." I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get that sleeve and all of that stuff. But in reality, it's I still got the sneakers, and that's the main thing. But 4 laces, bro. 4 laces.
Yeah.
That's dope. But like you called me up and you was like, "Check this out, bro." And then you started pulling that sneaker. You was like, "Yo, okay, cool." On the internet, yo, where can I get this? There's only one boutique that actually did it, and it's Pro Direct, and I basically ordered from them, and it was just gorgeous. The sneaker is just absolutely gorgeous, bro. One of the best purchases this year. Is something different, like the whole complexity of the sneaker, this whole storytelling of New Orleans, the whole voodoo doll, calling it voodoo, having translating, like literally getting a voodoo doll and then like segmenting it onto a sneaker, stitching it, giving the stitch levels, putting the face on the back, and then like literally saying, "Yo, we're gonna take it a step further." Like the concept. Yeah, the concept to me is just dope. The concept to me is dope, and I'll be rocking that definitely for sure, bro. That is one of my favorite pairs, and like we always keep mentioning, that to me reminds me of the SC highs.
Yeah, we gonna get into all that. You got something else.
I got something else
that also ties into a certain lineage that we discuss fully today.
I'm gonna dust off my packet here because it's been sitting on the floor. The reviews already come out. They come out on Sunday. We're recording on Sunday, so they come out on Sunday. But like, I'm not afraid to pull these up because it's Tuesday now. By the time everybody's watching this, but bro, 16 years, 16 long ass years, and then they release the Citrus 7s. What a dope sneaker, and you will see the on feet on the review. But like, this is what I've been checking this sneaker out for at least good 7 years, bro.
Bro, the shape on it too. They look like they remastered the shape.
Yeah. Definitely. Like the new buck on this is plush, bro.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. When they, from what I was told, I've wanted that pair from 2006, but ain't no way you can find a pair of those from 06 that's still wearable and in good condition. Because if they're still in good condition, that means somebody been rocking them for all these years.
Yeah.
And they beat.
Bro.
When it came out, it was a part of the remaster pack.
Yeah.
And for the 7s, that we came with the Flint 7s, the Fresh Blue 7s, Cardinal 7s. Like I think it was like 5 or 6 colorways that all came out that year as a part of the remastered 7 pack. And that, from what you've told me, because this ain't the first time you pulled it out for me, but it's on par with that remaster pack from
100%. You like you could not make an all black sneaker any better than this. Like except for the OGs in my review. When you see it, except for the OGs, you can't make like the Bulldogs, the Raptors. You can't beat them, but you can't make a non-OG sneaker any better than this.
Well, it's almost it's as close to OG as you can get.
I really wanted to call it an OG.
It's one of the first non-OG colorways.
Yeah. I really wanted to call it an OG in the review. This is almost like an OG, but not an OG.
It's almost like cool grade. I think it's like cool grade status for me.
Yeah. 100%. Like that is one of the dopest pickups. Like for me, this was a grail. This was always with the OGs. This was definitely a grail. Yeah, when you talk about grails, when you talk about grails, you talk about Lightning 4s. You talk about Citrus 7. Those are great. You talk about the Tokyo 223 5s when they come out. Hopefully they come out one day again.
I got like 3 or 4 shirts in my closet right now to go with that shoe. I can't wait.
What, the Citrus 7?
Yeah.
I
at least 3. I know right off top, at least 3 that go with that.
I truly believe, like from my perspective, we haven't seen the full release, and when we do see the full release, there'll be pairs roaming. There'll definitely be pairs roaming. SNS has still got pairs, I think, roaming. So we will see pairs roaming because not a lot of people pick up 7s, but I think the Citrus 7s might be semi-limited from what I've been hearing and what I've been told. So if it is, it's going to be quite a situation. But I still believe that you'll be able to pick up the pairs if you wanted to, if you go in for them. But I don't know, in the States it might be a bit different because it's a kind of a different kind of a beast in the States, as you say.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different, but it's still a 7. People not really too keen on 7s like that. OG collectors gonna go for that one for sure, but I don't think the general public is gonna really be tripping on that. Kind of like they slept on the Red Islands, they slept on the PSGs, they slept on every 7 counted as a sleeper automatically here, unless it's an OG. The Raptors might not be a sleeper. The Cardinals might not be a sleeper, but I think people might kind of sleep on these, which is good for me. I just need my pair. I was thinking about doubling up on them, but I'm just gonna do the one, and it'll probably go straight to toe.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely try and wear that straight to toe because those Citrus 7s are dope as hell. Like,
you got a shirt on now.
Yeah, no. Look at that. I got a yellow shirt on it for now. Citrus vibe, citrus colors, citrus everything, bro. Like for me, like when you talk about Jordan 7s, I'm gonna give a lot of people advice at the moment because we like to give people advice. I'm just looking at something quickly. We like to give people advice, and the best advice I can give you guys at the moment is a lot of sneakers are starting to go on sale, and that's a good thing. Not on sale, but a lot of sneakers are starting to sit. But what I can't get it through here.
Oh Lord. Technical difficulties.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. But what I'm gonna definitely say is I'm gonna just look at my sneakers app because basically that's where. Sorry. What I'm gonna definitely say is a lot of sneakers are gonna start going on sale, and a lot of sneakers are starting to sit. And when you talk about 7s, we talked about we were talking about the K54 on our actual review for the sneakers that are coming out in July. Like there is a full size run on the K54 7s at this moment in time. So I'd advise, this is the same situation we're going to get with the same situation we got with the 5s. The same situation as the 4 sold out. Obviously, the popular, not 4s. No, I'm talking about the PSG 4. Sorry, the 5s. The 5 sat. They sold. The 5 sat that went on sale. Same thing will happen with the 7s. Just be patient. If you, those are a dope. Like those K54 7s are dope.
Yeah,
so dope. Look at the pictures. The quality looks on point. It almost it's got the suede. It looks like it's sueded out all the way through, and it looks like it's really nice suede. The blue, the dark they call it indigo, which is quite nice because it's just below navy, but neutral indigo with bright crimson. That whole sneaker looks absolutely dope. So if you want it, don't pay the $190 they're charging you. Fight back, wait a couple of months, let it go on sale. That'll be about $150, and then if you got extra discounts, just take it down, and you to get it for a reasonable price, and you probably be able to get it for like less than $170 that they used to charge you a couple of years back. So like in terms of that, just wait.
I'm gonna need those for sure. Those and the citrus, they definitely, and the Cardinals.
Yeah, not every sneaker needs to be an instant cop. Not every sneaker is going to sell out. And you've seen that with the green beans, you've seen that with the mid-1986s. He's actually waiting for me to actually wait for them to go on sale before he picks them up. He tells me, like, you go, can you pick them up for me? Because it's a no-brainer. Like, at this moment in time, there's so many releases that people ain't picking up. Just wait. There's no resale anymore.
That's why I ain't really tripping on the Mason, bro. There's so much other stuff coming. There's gonna always be something, even though this was dry July. I kind of feel like I remember last July being a little dry also. The year before that definitely wasn't because we had Flints. But dry July, man. It's here for me. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling so hard till August, man. Yeah. I just need my sevens. I need all three of those sevens that I just mentioned that we just talked about, the K54, the citrus, and also
the Raptors.
The Carmine. I'm good on Raptors. I don't need that. But them Cardinals, bro, Grail status.
Yeah. Okay. As we're talking, this is a very good subject matter that we didn't plan this, but it just naturally flourished into our conversation. So, is sneaker resale dead, bro?
That's what all the resellers saying. When I when I go on Twitter, when official images release or restock notifications hit, and you scroll the comments, and it's a bunch of them bricks, or they could have kept those, or you always see the negative comments.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of resale related comments. I've seen so many people say resale is dead. The resale ain't good on these bricks.
So there's many magnitudes of resale if you look into it. So there's people that hold long term. There's people that hold short term, just like stocks and shares. Because we're gonna get onto stockx. Don't worry about that, guys. We'll definitely get onto stockx.
That's the thing. It's the opportunistic reseller is kind of out right now, unless it's something that's super hot, and even collabs are starting to not be as hot now.
Yeah.
So hype has changed. And so the resale game has changed.
Yeah, I think for sure, if you're new and you're opportunist reseller, you're gonna struggle because you don't know what's gonna sell out or stick. Like when you look at the military black 4s, they sold out. When you look at the infrared 4s, they semi-stuck before they sold out because they were quite ready. You can get them if you wanted them. So if you're a reseller at this moment in time, you're like, or you're new. You're like, what am I going for? You will, if you don't know the game by this moment in time, you're going to struggle because you do not know how to maneuver in this market.
It's about keeping your ear to the street.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not as difficult as it may seem once you get plugged in with certain people, because following sneaker media is always good because you'll know what's coming way ahead of time, so you can kind of plan what you want 2-3 months before it hit.
Yeah.
Sneaker media is gonna keep you up to date with release dates for the most part, and then you get your generic stories and whatnot in between. But following sneaker media is not going to help you gauge hype, because any and everything will be talked about to some capacity.
Yeah, it's like for us, if somebody started following us, they would think like the citrus is going to be hyped, or the Zions would be hyped, because we love the sneaker. That's our passion. But if somebody, everybody talks about a sneaker in a positive and negative motion, and some people love sneakers, some people hate sneakers, some people basically end up saying, "Oh, those are bricks," but some of the people that will say they're bricks, they actually don't know they'll sell out. So the realism terms is there's a lot of information out there, and is how hard you to digest it to actually maneuver, because bro, a lot of people love different things. If you follow something and you don't know the market, this is why I say it's a bit hard for people. Like at this moment in time, we can say Air Maxes are hyped, but are they really? Because they look in reality, even the pocket, the Patterns was a vibe. The Travis Scott one was quite readily, semi-readily available here, and then you had like, if you were looking at the Travis Scotts, you like the Air Trainer 1. That's that massively, even though you still can get the lower sizes. So you're thinking, right, cool. The Madder Root, the Light Madder Roots, the Tree Lions, all the Casinos. So all of these are coming out. All of these sneakers are coming out, and you're thinking like, how do I maneuver? Because how do I know these are going to be hyped? Light Madder Roots are still sitting, even though they had a late release date. Everybody else around the world was saying, "Oh, these are limited. These are going to be hard to get." But who are you listening to? You can get the Light Madder Roots right this moment in time if you walked into London and looked around the sites.
They that should have restocked probably every other day for about 2 weeks here.
Yeah,
and it's available if you really want it. It's not like it's sitting here. It's not like you're gonna walk in the store, any foot site store, and see it sitting on the shelf. Nah, that's not the case. But they were available. I could have caught them at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
I got a habit of clicking on links just to see if they're actually functioning the way they're supposed to. So I'll see a link for a shoe that I have no interest in, and I'll go click on the link and see if I can put it in the cart for real, just to check sources. You know what I'm saying? Just to check different sites that I never caught from before. You know, or sites that I rarely caught from. I'll go check just to see if I click this link, can I go straight to it?
Is it good? Is it going to
work? If I hit this last button, will I have this shoe? I've done it several times on multiple.
Oh yeah. I always do that. Test the site, and see what's. But the thing is, like, from is Resell dead? I would say it depends on the sneaker, depends on the silhouette, depends on the collaboration.
Well, so you're still paying $1,800 for a pair of 2015 Jordan 1 Chicago in hot size. So the Resell ain't dead, but it ain't where it was at this time last year for sure.
I would say if you there's, like, when I talk about spectrums, nothing old is gonna resell for less. Anything new, yes, it will resell for less, because you have GR sneakers, you have too many releases. We talk about GR sneakers, you talk about general release sneakers. Every sneaker is a general release sneaker, so in that terms, yeah, it's a GR. But like when you talk about limitations, when you talk about tier 0 and tier 1s, that's the difference. So when you talk about sneakers like this, you actually have to actually know what you're talking about. Like the 6s, the Oreo or Red Oreo 6 is sat, the Midnight Navy 6 is sat, the Green Bean 5 sat. They will go. So all dope shoes, and I've got two of those variations. All the Air Trainers, no hype, they went on sale. In terms of that, bro, when we talk about sneakers and we talk about, like, if the resale's dead, yes, for maybe the new stuff, the resale's dying because there's too many releases at the same time, and there's too much of a stock for these new stuff that's coming out. But but the resale will still be there for Travis Scott 1 Low. The resale will still be there if Travis Scott dropped a Jordan 4. The resale will still be there for any white Jordan 4 variation. The resale will still be there for some Jordan 4s. Like, I'm not saying every Jordan 4 will sell out. The blank canvas is that, and you can still get pairs. I'm just saying some desirable silhouettes that are there will sell out, and they will be quite hard to get, and there'll be quite a high demand on them. It's just working out where you can't. If you're a up and coming reseller, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. 100%.
Well, the fat been trimmed off the game. These past 4 or 5 months, all the fat has been trimmed off the game.
Yeah.
No longer are we in the space where this is the hot thing. This is the trendy thing to do, reselling sneakers. No longer will we continue to see people wearing dusty Air Force Ones lining up to buy 5 pairs of Jordans. You get what I'm saying?
And
no longer
reselling.
No longer are resellers having to pay $50 a person to have extra bodies in line. No, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I mean, come on.
I know that.
That's what they do. That ain't nothing new. So, like those days are over with, unless because now we're back to a true gauge on the game.
Yeah,
like
post-COVID.
We know what's going to happen. We can see. We follow these people. We see the trends. We talk amongst ourselves. We can gauge height a lot better now than we could before because everything was being hyped because of how congested the culture was with all the temporary people. These were temporary people. They don't care about the history. They don't care about the colorway. They don't care about the last time we saw it was in 2001. Those things matter to them because that helps them set a price, but they don't care about it.
You know what COVID did? It put a massive flashlight on a torch on the sneaker industry because it was seen as an opportunistic thing. Yeah, so to kind of, if you're sitting there, you got all this money, you ain't got nothing to spend it on. Oh, just spend it on sneakers because that you can get the sneaker, sit for like 2 months, or even sell it straight away, and you can get £50 off it. So people were like, "Yo, let me just do that,
bro." In 2020 and most of 2021, the average price for a Jordan Retro was $350 in the street. You buy that shoe for $205, you sell it for $350. That's how it goes. That's how it was. Yep. Every reseller that I would see in line when I was going to cop my personal pairs, and sometimes pairs for other people too, the going rate was $300 at the least.
Mm-hmm.
The University Gold Jordan 12 that I told y'all about, I saw dudes get fighting about. That shoe was selling for $300, $350 from release day until probably that next weekend when we started seeing restocks. And I don't know how many restocks we saw because I wasn't paying attention to the shoe after I bought my pair, and I bought a pair of black, shout out black. But that $300 for a black and yellow Jordan 12? No.
It's still going for quite a bit. It's still going for quite a bit at this moment in time.
But that's because of the price that was set at that time.
Yeah, COVID price. That's what you call COVID price, bro.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I'm glad the resale game is starting to die. It's not dead. Yeah. It'll never be dead, I don't think. But it's getting back to where it should be, where shoes that have less importance cost less money, and stuff that's like hype. We're seeing true hype again.
Yeah.
And, on some silhouettes, I think that should have more hype, have less hype because of the way the culture has shifted. So
yeah, it feels like the bottom has been taken out of the Air Max hype as well. It feels like that.
And some of these pairs deserve, like the concept Air Max, I think deserves more hype than it has. It's still a dope shoe. It's still a
I think in the next year or so, people will start to appreciate it. It happens, bro. If you and this is why I tell people, don't sleep on a sneaker that you like because you think it's gonna be there in the next couple of years. That the concepts and patterns, maybe not the patterns.
Immediate hype though.
Immediate hype. Yeah.
Some of this stuff deserves the immediate hype, and it still garners some of that attention. But I don't think it's as much as it should have, or as much as it would have had in a different time.
Yeah. So, did you generalize in it? Has sneaker resale died? It's heading that way.
Yeah, it's not quite. I don't think it's as bad as the resellers that don't like the current trend make it seem.
Yeah.
But I just think it's getting back to where it should be.
But now, on that subject matter, I'm gonna share something with you. I'm gonna definitely this is a talking subject, and we're talking about reselling, so it's the prime time to bring this up. And let me share my screen. And if you guys don't believe, if you guys are listening to this, you go and check out the YouTube, because this is what it's all about, bro. Like 100%. This actually happened, right? So StockX, because of the recent events, are late, and they laid off 12% of staff already. They're laying off another additional 8% of workforce due to cites economic downturn. And that economic downturn is what we just talked about, is the decrease in people paying that resale.
Mm-hmm.
And because the market's too congested, and that cites down to the restocks of OG silhouettes. If you got Citrus 7 that's coming out in 2022, why are you paying for that Citrus 7 from 2006? See what I'm saying? If you got just Chicago Reimagine coming out, you still want to get the 2015 because that's still a really dope sneaker. But you see what I'm trying to get at is, and there's so many the Midnight Navy 6s. There's gonna be retros of sneakers constantly, but also it feels like because sneakers are sitting, and like there's a very, very bad trend at the moment in terms of what's happening in the real world in terms of the financial economics. Everything's going back up. Petrol prices are going up. Or you call it gas, we call it petrol, diesel, all of that, bro. All of that is having a massive impact on people. So they're not spending this money on sneakers anymore. They're spending their money on real life events. So in terms of that, is it taking a massive effect? Yes, it is taking a massive effect, and it's showing on all the reselling platforms, because now StockX, I've literally saying this, they've lost 20% of their staff. First it was 12% last year, I think. Now it's 8%. And like that is massive, bro. In realistic terms.
Yeah, I ain't tripping on it. I mean, it's the cost of doing business at the end of the day. They didn't announce hiring so many more people.
Yeah.
They just they they celebrated their successes in certain ways. And now we're seeing the downside of it, and they ain't saying a word. It's being reported on, but they ain't gonna say nothing about it. They're not going, especially with these lawsuits they're going through. They're paying out a lot of money fighting these court cases. So yeah, somebody got to pay for it.
And this is when we talk about StockX being in trouble. I'm talking about they've got this whole court case with Nike. About the whole allegations of them selling fakes and all of that stuff. But then now, let's talk about this. Let me just pull this up. Shout out to Nice Kicks for showing this. But somebody the Instagram handle is sneakers truck. So basically, he's put something out there saying he had 10K plus worth of fakes sold to him by StockX, and he actually put this through check and legit check, and 58% of those pairs that he got sold from StockX were fake. And the video here shows you every single sneaker that got checked out and every single sneaker that got verified and passed and failed. And that's I don't know if that's check or legit check, but there's another video here showing other pairs that were passed or called replica. So I don't know how this. My initial things when I saw this was, is this a Nike plant? Is this real? And it like for instance, the last 12 months, these Jordan 1s, the Mochas, the Fragment Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s, highs and lows, they're the most attempted sneaker fakes because the fakes are so good. But from my perspective, do you think this is a plant, bro? Like, is this a Nike plant? Is this situation serious? Or have StockX been caught up for selling over 50%, bro? Like half the sneakers they sell claim to be fake, and it looks like it's just Jordan 1s that he's tested. All the like UNC ones. You got Mochas. They're probably potentially like. I'm just. How has it come to this point where are people going to stop buying from StockX?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I ain't. Listen, I'm not buying nothing from StockX, bro. Period. Especially ones. Especially ones. If there was something that I know is not being faked, and at this point you can't really guess because people digging in the crates now. They're going back 4 or 5 years, and you know you can still buy fake shattered backboard 1.0, right? So
yeah.
But that's a one. You know, with Jordan 1s and dunks, they're easy to fake. So of course we're gonna see the highest numbers on those silhouettes. Yep. That's not surprising at all. As far as the guy being a plant at that level of finance, you can't put it past Nike.
Yeah,
you can't. And he talking about 10,000 worth of fakes. We know there are a lot of resellers that do very, very well. So he could just be the average reseller. And
yeah.
With all the controversy, he decided to get all his stuff checked.
Yeah, because basically,
which is admirable. I mean, you can't knock him if he knows he's getting a lot of stuff from StockX.
Because the way this guy could be a person that's actually like. There's ways to work around it, and I'm going to go back to what we always talk about in terms of buying sneakers for resale. But number one, he could have it as a long haul, as an investment. He said, "Look, you know what? I'm going to pick up all of these pairs, the Mochas, the Travis Scott 1 highs, the UNCs, all the ones that are really popular. I'm gonna grab them up, and I'm gonna leave them there for a couple of years. I'm gonna resell them because when I pick them up early on, the resale isn't going to be high. It's going to be high in about a year or two or stuff like that. So it could be a massive investment that he's literally said, let me go and check these out because I'm curious because I actually bought them from StockX. But also, this is one thing I always say is number one rule of being a sneakerhead is don't pay that pre-sale. Right, for number one, because you don't know where that sneaker's coming from, number one, and you're paying a high premium price for a sneaker that might not even be legit for number one. Number two is when it comes out, like Jordan 1s, you can't even say this anymore. You can't say this anymore because Jordan 1s are so mass produced from the factory. They know what they're doing. They can actually get the color right and stuff like that. But it takes time for the UAs. It takes time for the replicas and the fakes to get the sneaker coloration, to get the sneaker product right, spot on. And it will take them probably about a month to make sure that sneaker's perfect. So you got that window of a month to make sure wherever you're buying that sneaker off is legit. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking foot sites. I'm talking about eBay. I'm talking about every other reseller site. Because as soon as that sneaker drops, the fakes will be trying to push their fakes through. Mm-hmm. So it's going to take a month potentially, or even less now, for them to catch up, to get the sneaker in hand, to check it, to get the color right, to get the product right, to get the stitching right, any different variations, and then produce that and push it out a month. You got a month to get this sneaker in hand before you have a chance of getting a fake. And even then, you still got to check the sneaker out 100%, because that's your period. That's your only envelope to make sure you can get a legit pair. And then on top of that, bro, if you go back and you regret missing out on a sneaker, and you go back and pick up a sneaker in about a year's time, you're walking through a minefield. You might be stepping on a mine, and it's about to blow. Yeah. And then when you realize your sneaker ain't real and you paid £500 for it, and that's the situation we're dealing with. And this is why we try to. I don't know why you're laughing for. I'm just telling you, bro.
No, bro, because like that's oh my god, dog. Just thinking about that process, man. It's too much, bro. I can't put myself through all that, dog. That's why I mean, listen, man. I done took so many L's, and if it ain't some official, bro, that's popping up, and you still got your few scenarios where even getting it from an official place, you could have some bogus activity. But if I ain't getting it from somewhere I done got shit from before, and I know I could trust them, or it's just a reputable source, like a well-known reputable source, I'm straight, bro. I take my L.
Yeah, it's really This is why when you ask me if say I instantly came into £1 million or wherever it is, and you told me what sneakers would you get, unless I know and I can source somebody that I know can get me a legit pair, I'm never gonna buy Union ones. I'm never gonna buy not for resale ones. I'm never gonna buy like the Travis Scott ones like that have come out already. Bro. How many Mocha Travis Scott ones went through StockX that were fake? Over 1,000 were caught,
bro.
That went through StockX.
If all this controversy behind StockX don't scare you away from buying from resale shops, I don't know what will. Because some of these shops are owned by sneaker people, but some of these shops are owned by business people.
And that's the worst. And bro, but imagine, I'm just gonna put it out there, and I don't know if anybody does this, but imagine you open up a resale shop, right? And you only stock replicas, but you call them as real because you got the replica shop that actually literally is exactly the same and looks exactly the same. And then some innocent person walks in, or casual sneakerhead walks in they don't really check their sneakers, that trust that resale shop to be legit, and they're selling fakes 100%. And all of a sudden you walk in there and you're like, I want this, and you don't check it out because you're just a casual, you're a casual person. You see the celebrity wear it and you want it, but you're a casual sneakerhead because you don't know the fact that there's replicas and there's UAs, and you literally are buying off somebody that's probably bought it for like the retail that it is now and selling it for £500. And the owner probably does know it's a UA or a replica. And now you're like your point, bro. Who you trusting out here? And I have a conversation with all the bros, and shout out to Mr. Scott Simpson here, because me and Scott talk all the time about stuff like this. And he said it to me: you trusting somebody that you haven't even met, right? To check your sneakers to say they're legit. Bro, even if you're the bro and you basically pick up a sneaker from a reseller and you tell me it's from a reseller and you trust them, I'm still gonna check that sneaker out, bro. See what I'm saying? Even if it came from the bro, like if you're bro, the Rebellionaires you sent me, I didn't check them because I knew they were from Undefeated. See what I'm saying? That's fine, right? But if you said to me at this moment in time, this reseller selling this and this for a price, I'm like, that's a good price, let me get it. You said you're gonna check it and I'm gonna check it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So what you are trusting somebody that you don't know, that you've never met, to make sure your sneaker's legit, and all of a sudden you saying you're vouching on StockX no, let's not even beat StockX at the moment. Every other reseller site to say they're legit, but you're never going to check the sneaker to make sure they're legit.
Hey man, to each their own, bro. I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. Yeah. So,
okay.
Part of the reason why I was so excited for this episode because I wanted to have.
Here we go.
I wanted to have. I guess a discovery moment with you.
Okay.
About the Air Trainer series, because there are so many Air Trainers that Nike have made. Shout out to Tinker, man. Tinker is the greatest.
Yeah.
Not all 100% designed by Tinker, but for the most part, with the greatness of Tinker.
The innovation.
Yeah. So, of course, I want to start with the shoe that you've bought more of than any other shoe in any short span in your collection career.
Yo, that's about nine bloody silhouettes, bro.
This is probably the best picture of the Air Trainer 1 I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like this picture with the white background, like you can barely see.
Are you sure that's not John McEnroe's prototype from 1986? the one Tinker didn't know about.
we know you love this shoe.
Yeah, bro.
And this is on that right shoe. This is the way Air Trainer 1 should be worn, with the strap loose. That's just a Southern USA thing. This is the way I would wear them. I don't think you wear yours like that though.
No, I go through a sporadic period where I will not clip them in, right? And then I'll strap them through, and then I'll wear them loose, and then like repair as well. Let me just put the strap in. Let me be a bit unique.
Okay. So,
by the way, before we carry on, this has been my gym trainer for the last week. I've had this on feet training in the gym. Like, these are dope, bro. 100% dope.
SP Smoke Grays.
Smoke Grays, bro. Smoke Grays have been on my feet for the gym. So when I say it's a very usual, you can wear it for anything. Utility sneaker, definitely, bro. 100% definitely.
That's the point. So let's run through a bunch of this. And some of my favorites. Some of them I can't wait to get to just to get your opinion. We know how you feel about this Chlorophyll OG.
Yeah, Chlorophyll OG.
We got Air Trainer in the white colorway, aka the Andre Agassi, the tennis, the court. Nike
Isn't that the
court.
Hot Lavas?
Yeah, the
Hot Lavas.
And also, you can't forget about the black version.
Yo, bro, I was looking at this with Marcel the other day, so I love those, and I know they brought that variation to did they bring that variation to the 312?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so like a couple of years back, and I liked it then as well. But yeah, those are dope. Those are absolutely gorgeous, bro.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't think it was the 312. I think it was the Air Command Force.
Yeah, that's the one, Air Command Force. Yeah.
So, what? Give me 1 through 5 on these.
What do you mean? What do you mean in terms of rating?
Yeah.
Go back to the white pair first, bro.
I already closed it.
Okay, cool. I'm definitely giving that 4 goats, bro. 4, definitely both of them.
4, the white and the black.
Yeah.
Right. So next, the Air Tech Challenge 3 in the OG lime color.
Why are you doing this to me, bro?
How you what would you wear? I need to know if you would wear them, first of all.
Yeah, of course I would. That's definitely a pair. You actually like that too. I know you like that too because you can see the air bubble on that as well.
Mm-hmm. It's not this colorway for me. But this also a Nike court trainer.
Yeah.
For playing tennis, but I mean, come on, bro. You can't. Come on, bro.
That is dope. I'm gonna give that a 4 as well.
It's a 4. All right. I'm with you. Air Trainer SC low 2, I think.
So I'm
now look at this. Look at this sneaker with me. I know we see this. There's one thing about this sneaker that we see that we know from another sneaker. Can you please point out for the people what we see on this sneaker that reminds us of another?
You're talking about the mesh on the lateral, aren't you?
That is directly transferred to the Jordan 4, which I love about this sneaker. There are a lot of colorways of this sneaker. They aren't celebrated really. They aren't talked about. They aren't really shown.
I'm going to throw another sneaker into the vibe. Doesn't that look like an Air Max 1 as well?
It has some. It has the same some of the same overlay pattern.
Yeah.
As the Air Max 1, the Jordan 4, and also the Air Trainer 2.
Yeah.
Because this is the low version. This is not the SC. I misspoke. This is the Air Trainer 2 low.
Yeah.
There is a SC low, but this is the Air Trainer 2 low in the white and black colorway. What you think?
I like it. I like it. I see. Thing is, I wouldn't wear it because it's a low, and I knew it was a low because I was like, yeah, it looks way more like an Air Max 1 because I don't wear lows. I like my mids to highs. So
right.
It's a great sneaker though. It's a really great sneaker.
All right. So we have here some heat.
Yo,
I hear you when you say you don't wear lows. I get it, but this some heat right here, bro. This is the Air Trainer 2 low premium.
Can I tell you?
This is a Barry Sanders college PE colorway.
Can I tell you what I think about that sneaker?
What?
That'll be on my feet in an instant, bro.
It's the same sneaker. It's the same shoe.
I know, but I love the black and white. There's something about color. There's something about color that I love.
The safari print.
There's the safari print on it, the black, the orange on it, the Nike, even a Nike trim print on the strap, like in that orange, like that, basically like very bright orange. That sneaker's gorgeous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That sneaker's gorgeous. That's definitely get my 5, bro.
I got you.
I can. You know what? The more I look at it, I actually can see the meshing because the meshing was quite hard to tell in the picture.
Yeah. That 4, the same mesh they transferred to the 4.
You don't even need to say. I've been checking the sneaker out for years, bro. I've been like, this year has been like, sheesh.
Air Trainer 2 premium. Megatron.
I know about this sneaker already. When the Air Trainer vibe kicked in, I was checking through all the variations, the fragments, the bro. You don't even want to know.
Megatron. This Megatron colorway on this.
Yeah, that's a super got, bro. You can't even touch that. Like I literally, me and Scott sat there going through bloody Air Trainers for a whole hour, bro.
This is a real style sneaker right here. Like,
yeah.
Air Trainer 2.
But look at that semi-translucent outsole,
bro. And then it's got the Decepticon symbol on the back. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Now,
Medicom, come bring it here. It's not the Medicom, but I know is that low variation that you showed me. See, the thing is, as soon as you introduce some color onto that SC low, that low, bro, mm-hmm. It's different. This
is the Air Max 360 version of the Air Trainer. So this is the Nike Air Trainer 362 in the medicine ball colorway. Why won't Nike bring this back? I need it. Bro, it's a trainer with Air Max.
That needs to come out, bro. Is it come out at all?
This was 2011.
They need to bring more variations out bro.
2014.
That's
2014.
That's super dope, bro. Super dope.
With the Air Max, dog?
Yeah.
The Air Max, man? Come on, bro. Look at the booty. Look at the booty slide in from the side. It's sliding in from the side on you now. You'll see the slide in with that suede, that new bus right now, with the leather, that brown from that medicine, that peanut butter with the navy.
That medicine ball.
This is the sneaker porn segment of the show, y'all.
That medicine ball. That medicine ball is sick. That medicine ball colorway is sick, bro.
Tell me that's less than a 4.
No, that's a 5, bro. Instant.
And now.
Why are you doing this, bro? Why are you doing this, bro?
One of the this is a top 5 Air Trainer.
Super gut, bro. You don't even need to talk about this.
Air Trainer 3 USA colorway.
Don't even need to talk about this, bro. Like, that is such a dope sneaker.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving because as that US colorway is, the Air Trainer 3 medicine ball is probably this
the
to
most
me,
iconic,
to me,
bro.
This is the second best Air Trainer sneaker. Colorway and silhouette. To me, this is number 2. I have number 1 on the list. We're gonna check it out in a little while. But this right here, this straight to the
Do you not know what that brown and that navy and that white and that slight grey does to that sneaker?
Straight to the toe.
Yeah, 100%. That is a vibe, bro. That is a 5.5.
That's a grill right there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to look at that no more. And we got the Saquons.
Why was I late to the party, bro? Because I would have gone for these.
Yeah. Air Trainer 3, Saquon Barkley.
You know what I love about that? I actually might pick that up eventually over time. But you know what I love about that is that touch of that pink on that midsole.
That's the one thing that kept me away from it. I like
I like that. I like the fact it's all creamy. It's got this little touch of yellow, little touch of navy, and then that pink midsole that rides that midsole. Yeah. Gorgeous sneaker.
Yeah, shout out to E. I know he wanted those, but he ended up switching up at the last second.
Yeah,
I was going for the alley-oop on those with E personally. And we have the white gum Air Trainer 3
Fragment.
Is it a collab? I don't think.
I thought this. No. I might be getting confused, but yeah, that's. Bro, say white no more. That. Yeah, you can't go wrong with gum soles, bro.
White gum, easy.
See, I'm still getting into the whole trainers, so I'm literally still kind of learning names and stuff like that.
But yeah. Do you see this?
Yeah, that's dope.
Air Trainer 3 Chlorophyll.
That's dope.
Bro, the Air Trainer 1 Chlorophyll can't touch this to me. Just this is my personal opinion.
I kind of agree and disagree at the same time because without the Chlorophyll Air Trainer 1, we wouldn't have get this. But
wouldn't have this. Yeah,
you got to pay tribute to the granddaddy or the great granddaddy before you can actually kind of say yeah. But I agree and disagree with you at the same time. Dope.
This is an undefeatable colorway, right?
Yeah.
You can't say nothing bad about it. If you don't like this sneaker, you don't like Nikes. I'm gonna say that. The number 1 Air Trainer ever created, ever known to man, the Nike Air Trainer SC High in the OG Raiders colorway. Without the 34, unfortunately, on the back. But Tell me. I need to know.
That is dope, bro. That is absolutely dope.
We're talking about granddaddies.
Yeah.
I mean, so many sneakers that we all love take inspiration from this silhouette. Shout out to Tinker, always doing what's necessary to push design forward at that Nike company, bro. This is a grail right here.
Yeah.
And they giving us some bullshit version this year with a white outsole and not like, no, bro. I want this. Y'all can keep that up shit, please.
But by the way, the one sneaker I was getting confused on was this Fragment. You see that? It's got the green outsole. Yeah, that's why I thought the other variation was a Fragment as well, but with that come outsole. But that both are dope, both are 100% dope.
This is the low version of the SC High, which
see, I like it, but I prefer the highs, bro. You can't beat the highs.
Yeah, it's very similar. They did switch up a couple of the overlays to make it work. A lot of dope colorways of this sneaker, but I kind of figured with you being a high guy, you wouldn't even love these. But it's definitely dope. I'm giving that a 5 easy.
Yeah.
The highs are super, so I can't go less than 5.
See, every time you can see where the design aspects for the Air Trainer came from, because when you turn any of these Air Trainers to like lows, they automatically look like Air Max 90s or Air Max 1 slightly. You can see the shape. See what I'm saying? But you can see the differentials between the Air Trainer, but you can also see where the inspiration comes from.
It's the tooling. Yeah. And some of the overlays, Tinker given his name did what his name says he did.
He tinkered around with it, yeah.
He tinkered with some of the overlays, and every time it came out dope, bro. Like I love Tinker. I just love Tinker. Yeah. Also, Air Trainer 3 low, which is kind of mid when you look at. For me, it's kind of mid when you look at the trainer line.
Yeah.
Over the years. But the high version, obviously. We also got this version, which I think is better than the previous version.
Yeah, that's dope. I know like why you don't like the previous version. There's no air bubble showing as well.
Well, no, they even without the air bubble showing, it's the design on this one with what they did with that back heel section, putting that same texture graphic or stitched weave or whatever underlay that is that's on the SC High 3. I love this. Like, and it's got the SC High bottom also.
Yeah.
Full box, the midsole outsole combination is all the same, but they switched up the overlays a little bit of the 3, and a little bit of the SC High mixed in together. So these are dope, man. There's a lot of different colorways on these too. This was the pack that released in, I think this was 2011. Yeah, 2011. This pack released. Not necessarily a pack, but these 4 colorways all released of this sneaker. That white, red, and black is ridiculous.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna you and me are the same thought. As soon as that popped, I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, what do you know of the Nike Air Trainer Huarache?
Not a lot, but now I'm gonna get educated because that looks actually really dope.
So this is the sneaker. This is the trainer version, not the basketball version. Now I'm gonna have to open a new tab. Forgive me in the middle of the show because I didn't realize that. I think we need to have a little bit of a extended conversation on this sneaker because we talk about often how the Jordan 7 has Huarache booty inside.
Yeah.
This is where Tinker decided, let me try this. Let me put a sock inside the shoe to give the foot extra protection. And this Huarache, we got this cutout right here, which we know also the Jordan 7 has.
Yep.
Some of the design cues, the materials used on this sneaker we've seen in Jordan 7s. The fact that it does not have an air bubble, which when coming from the 6 going to the 7, they went away from the visible air unit. So this sneaker is legendary in the Nike trainer realm. Without this sneaker, we wouldn't have a lot of the innovations that we had with Nikes going forward. So the colorways on it, multiple, countless colorways. And we know what Huarache went on to do after this sneaker with the lows, the highs, the Moabs, all type of foolishness came from. But this Fireberry is one of the best colorways in my opinion. That's why I picked it.
100. And it looks dope. It almost looks like a Jordan 7 Bordeaux.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? See the color blocking?
Yeah.
It almost looks like that. And that actually draws my attention. And you know what? Like if they release this right this moment in time, that would be an instant purchase.
See, this is the shoe. Much like the Air Trainer 1, you can do anything in it. You can run track in it. You can play basketball in it. You can work out in it.
Yeah. The utility. I love that with sneakers when you can do a whole lot more than because it's just freedom of expression. Yeah,
and this, I mean, bro. Last time I had a pair of these. Might have been like 1999 or 98. The comfort, I can still remember the comfort.
You know what? A lot of people dog in on the comfortability of a sneaker like that. A lot of people just say, "Oh yeah, the Huaraches are this and that," but the comfortability in the Huarache is crazy, bro. Like, they're so comfortable.
Yeah, Nike spared no tech when they came up with the Huaraches for sure.
Yeah.
Now we're moving forward into the Zoom range.
Yeah.
This is the Nike Air Zoom Turf. This was the signature shoe of one Barry Sanders. Do you know who Barry Sanders is?
Go on, educate us, bro.
Barry Sanders is probably top 3. And fuck numbers, because Barry only played like 8 years. Yeah. Had he continued to play, because he was on the team, he played for the Detroit Lions, which you can see clearly in this colorway, that light blue with the gray, black, white. That's the Detroit Lions colorway. Barry Sanders got stuck on this garbage team, and he didn't think the team was interested. Nobody thought the team was interested in actually winning. They were more interested in making money. And as long as they had the superstar that Barry Sanders was, I mean, this dude was out there 1 on 11. Like, his quarterback was garbage. His receivers were garbage. His offensive line wasn't that good, but he get the ball in his hand and he make magic happen. Like, Barry Sanders, bro, top 3 easy, man. Like, anybody say, as far as talent is concerned, like, he didn't win nothing, but he ran for a whole hell of a lot of yards. And there's some dudes out there right now in their 50s and 60s that got sore ankles because they was trying to tackle Barry Sanders.
It's good. You know what? I love this is one of the segments I love. Is learning. It's amazing because basically, like, I'm not a big American football fan as well. We call it American football here, NFL. So basically, learning stuff like this is amazing because I kind of get educated, and brings my knowledge. And now you got me looking at Barry Sanders, because I'll be definitely looking at Barry Sanders after this, bro.
Yeah, if you look at Barry Sanders' highlights, bro, it's dog. This dude right here, this little bitty guy. Barry Sanders was not a big guy. He wasn't the strongest guy, but I'll be damned if you're gonna tackle him easy, bro. Ain't too many wins when you're trying to tackle a dude like Barry Sanders. And this is the shoe that they gave him. Zoom Air throughout. How you feeling about these, bro?
I like them. I do like them.
There were other multiple colorways as usual. This is his college PE colorway.
That's dope. I like that a lot.
This is the second version of the shoe, but in his college PE colorway.
Can I say that it slightly looks like an up tempo?
Yeah, this was around that same time where Zoom Air started to come in and replace air soles in a lot of the Nike trainers and basketball shoes. This is along that line where trainer and basketball shoes started to differentiate themselves from each other. A lot of the tech was the same. A lot of the designers were the same, but a football shoe looked like a football shoe, and a basketball shoe looked like a basketball shoe. Yeah. Runners looked like runners. Like trainers were still a thing for a long time after this point, but when they started getting more into signature athletes, your Barkleys, your Griffeys, Dion and all the other football guys that started getting contracts around that time, they made the shoe more aesthetically pleasing for the football aesthetic. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're not gonna hoop in this. This don't look like a hoop shoe.
No.
You know what I'm saying? This don't look like a hoop shoe. This is a training track shoe. You know what I'm saying? And Barry Sanders put these on the map.
Yeah, definitely dope, bro. Definitely dope. I like that.
Now, this shoe right here is a grail for me. This is the Nike Air Veer. This is the white and black colorway. This is one of two of the original colorways. Well, one of many of the original colorways, but the first two colorways was this white and black. And look at the leather on that, bro. Like,
yeah.
The second colorway.
That's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yo, would you buy this right now?
I would. I think I would.
This is the evolution of like the Air Trainer. And we went from Air Trainer 1 and now we at Air Veer. This was Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith, American football player, defensive end, arguably the greatest defensive end in NFL history. He done broke a bunch of records. He played for a long time, Super Bowl champion. And Bruce Smith wasn't no Barry Sanders. He wasn't no little bit. Bruce Smith was a giant, and he played like one. Like quarterbacks in the 90s probably have nightmares about Bruce Smith to this day. A terror on the field, and he had the cleated. All the football players had the cleated versions of these shoes, so they were actual functional on the field. And I think Bruce Smith played for Buffalo. They had a turf field at that point, so he actually did wear the GR version of the sneaker on the field when he played home games at Buffalo on that AstroTurf. You know, they stopped doing AstroTurf because people was getting hurt up out there on that. But,
yeah, AstroTurf is really bad for the knees.
Right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this.
That's dope, bro.
This is the Nike Air Marauder. I think I was still in middle school. I made my mama take me to several different stores to try to find this shoe. When I tell you, I was crazy about this shoe, bro, for like a year straight. Like I didn't care about no other shoe. I didn't care about the Jordan that was out that year. Like this was the shoe for me. I can't remember exactly which player. One of my favorite players wore this shoe when I was a huge football fan, and that's what made me love this shoe. And I finally was able to get my pair, and it was this colorway, and I destroyed that shoe. I did everything in that shoe, bro. I rode my bike in it. I played basketball in it. I did everything in it, bro. I destroyed the shoe, bro.
Bro, that's what happens when you love a sneaker so much.
Yeah. If they ever, and I don't think they will, God bless them. I don't think they'll ever bring this back, but if they do, I gotta get a pair of just looking at it right now, it's not the best looking shoe.
Oh, it's not. I like the. Oh, you know what? It looks so vintage. It looks so vintage.
It's so aggressive, bro. Like that big old outrigger on the front, bro. It just looked bootish. It looked real bootish. But as soon as I'm doing the research to do this segment, and I said, wait a minute, Air Marauder. I ain't got that. And I looked it up. As soon as I saw this picture, bro, all the memories rushed back to me. How much I love this sneaker, man. Air Marauder. What you reckon? Give me something. Give me something on this Air Marauder.
I'm gonna give it like a good 4.5 to 5 go. It's definitely like a. You know what? It's a sneaker you never see again, but also it's so like brings you back to your childhood.
It's so much a product of its time.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, definitely a product of its time. Air Mission. Nike Air Mission. This is Junior Seau's debut signature sneaker.
Okay.
Junior Seau, one of the best linebackers in the NFL history. Number 55, San Diego Chargers. R.I.P. Junior Seau.
Rest in peace.
This shoe right here was a problem in the 90s. When I was in school, when this dropped, and even for me to this day, like this, I need that. Nike need to give me this. Nike need to give me the Air Mission. They dropped a bunch of bogus colorways the last time it came out. I don't want that garbage. I want the OG black and white, and also this OG white, black, and blue colorway. And I think I got
Ooh. They're both dope. Very dope, bro. Very dope.
Mesh, leather, and nubuck. Dog, this crazy right here. This nostalgia right here, man. Nike needs to get up this Air Mission again. We need a collab. We need a Travis Scott Air Mission. We need a Union Air Mission.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that one day.
Supreme. I want to see what Supreme would do with the Air Mission.
Supreme, can you imagine? They're gonna scrap that Nike tick and put that Supreme on that little Nike tick there.
Yeah, but that's one of my favorite parts because ain't no other Nike outside of the little bit of Nike you can see on the midsole and on the back. There's no other swoosh on the shoe. It's on the upper swoosh is on the strap.
Yeah,
so that'll definitely be interesting, man. Air Mission, you don't know nothing about that. Trainer deep dive. What you got on that, man?
Just out of nostalgia, just the fact that you love it so much, I'm gonna give it a 5, bro.
No, don't give it nothing for me. I already got it. As a real super goat.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's good. I love this. Really, it's a really good evolution to the Air Trainer.
Yeah. Nike Air Diamond Turf, Deion Sanders, San Francisco colorway grill.
Yeah.
Cam has been trying to help me find this shoe.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I think I was in the 6th or 7th grade when this shoe released. Deion Sanders was one of the biggest athletes in the world at the time. I mean, he was in the prime of his career, hurting quarterbacks' feelings, running punts and kickoffs back for touchdowns, high stepping on people with his hand behind his head. Prime time was in full effect. And on the retro was different. We didn't get all the original designs aspects because Deion was not a part of Nike at the time.
Yeah.
They switched it up a little bit. But bruh, I have a hard time trying to rank another trainer above this Diamond Turf. This OG colorway is classic. However, the Nike Air Diamond Turf has one of the best colorways of any Nike trainer ever created, and that's this emerald colorway.
Oh, bro, that's dope.
The black, white, and gold with them emerald hits on the toe and the swoosh and the bro. Sneaker porn right here, man. Sneaker porn right here. I dare anybody to find a better colorway of a Nike Air trainer or turf shoe that's better than this Emerald Deion, man. I'll be waiting. Put it in the comments. Get at me on Instagram, man. Go in the DMs and harass me. Not you, Marcel. Anybody but Marcel.
That is a dope colorway. Dope colorway, bro.
Yeah. You can, and once again, I left this picture here to show the straps loose. This is how you wear the Air Trainer Diamond Turf with the straps loose. If you put the straps in and you're not going to race somebody, you need to stop. This is the Diamond Turf 2.
Yeah, but I was about to say it looks really similar to the Diamond Turf.
Yeah, this is the Diamond Turf 2, the second variation of Deion's signature sneaker. And I really don't like this shoe, to be honest with you. I appreciate it for what I love the strap. It's something about the design that make me put it in 3 or 4 range.
Yeah.
I love this sneaker. However, I appreciate this sneaker because I think the people at Nike said, hold on. This was too close to the first one.
Yeah.
Which made them then say, let's do something different. Let's do something dangerous. And what came out was probably the most risky and one of the greatest Nike silhouettes to ever exist. The DT96. Bro.
That's crazy, bro.
This DT96, dog. What other sneaker you can't put nothing next to this. In my opinion, you can't really put nothing next to this DT96 because the design that they decided to go with and the way they implemented it, mixing the rubber from the midsole with the leather and the nubuck from the upper. Like when this released in '96, we hadn't seen nothing like this before.
Yeah, I see. The thing is, right this moment in time, I'm gonna be really on. I love that. That sneaker's so dope with that gold swoosh at the top as well. take the strap away. Doesn't that slightly remind you of the Kamikaze, Reebok Kamikaze?
Slightly.
Yeah, not exactly the same. I love this. I really appreciate that sneaker. If that came out this moment in time, that would be on my feet.
Yeah, the last time this retro, every time this silhouette retros is doing well. There's also the white and red variation, where everything that's black on this white and black version is red. And there's also the reverse version, kind of like the taxi and the playoff.
Yeah,
everything that's black is white, and everything that's white is black on the other shoe.
Yeah.
So
the only difference between the reason why I say it looks like the Kamikaze is the Kamikaze has got that wave pattern on the overlays, and this has got the drip pattern on the overlay. It's different enough difference to make it unique. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. The question is which sneaker came out first.
Oh, the Kamikaze came out in 1995.
Right. So with that silhouette, and then this one coming from Nike in '96, all I can say is Nike did it better. I really don't care because I have to.
Coming up.
No question. No question. I'm always biased, bro. I would never deny my bias towards Nike. But the inspiration you can definitely see, and I'm gonna get that up. Like whoever designed this sneaker, I think it was Tinker. If I'm not mistaken, it was Tinker. But taking a design inspiration from another sneaker and it becoming this, because the Kamikaze ain't this.
Yeah,
but similarities are undeniable. I love this, bro. I don't like Kamikazes, but I love this. Ain't that
weird? Very suspect, bro. No, but I do appreciate both sneakers. Kamikaze is dope, but I think with this. The air bubble showing, with the fact that you got the strap, it takes it slightly to another level.
Yeah, undeniable. With the sideways swoosh on the strap instead of the big swoosh across the middle.
Yeah.
Just the design choices on this sneaker, bro. They don't get no better than this. But you know about the Griffey one. I was supposed to pull up my Griffey one. Actually, I got it right here.
Come. Pull them out, bro. Box pull.
Quick box pull.
Oh, successful box pull.
Quick box pull. And we have the Griffey Max 1. These ain't lows, bro. Why haven't you pursued a pair of Griffey Max 1s?
Because I don't come out like that on here in the UK. I need to get myself a pair.
Yeah, man. Swing, man. Big swooshes. Yeah, I know how
you know what? That big. I'm not gonna lie. That big swoosh at the back looks like a middle finger.
Yeah. Middle finger to all of them. All of them. Full double pull tabs. Nike on the strap. That I would never do this strap when I'm wearing it like that. That's how we do.
Yeah.
But that's the Griffey Max 1. But I want your opinion on the Griffey Max 2.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope. So dope. It's almost got like the Jordan 13 the Jordan 13 overlays with a pimply mesh. It looks like it's got that.
Yeah. You gotta I just wanted to gauge your appreciation for the trader range.
I'm fully educated and fully appreciated at this moment in time because all the variations you showed are deserving of that, of the just absolute appreciation. It's some of this are so good.
Here's the problem. There are hella other variations of some of these same silhouettes with similar names, just different. Like might have some different letters or a different year on the end of it. So many other variations of Nike Air trainers that exist, and so many obscure colorways and hard to get silhouettes, and like
don't even get me started, bro.
Bro, when you start going down, because we can only go so far with Yeezys, we can only go so far with Jordan Retros. But when you start getting into like Air Max and New Balance and Air Trainers and ASIC gel lights,
you know what? You didn't even pull up the Viotex.
I didn't. Because I mean, some stuff I think
I'm literally going through the list of some of these sneakers, bro, as we speak.
Some of these silhouettes to me are very misrepresented or underappreciated. So I wanted to bring some light to some of the silhouettes that I think are underappreciated and Nike needs to show some attention to. Yo, we just got those year before last?
Yeah, Bonos. A23 Bonos. Like, bro, like
we got the Viotex a couple years ago.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was sleeping like a baby until this year.
Yeah, we got Viotex and the USA colorway.
Yeah,
and they gave us Halloween the Dracula colorway.
So as you can see, we always on this channel take a history lesson, and today's teacher was Q, took us on a history lesson on the Air trainers. But yeah, yo, bro, like the evolution of the Air trainer is awesome. I'm still learning, and this is what the great thing about being a sneakerhead is. You always come into something new. You always keep learning. You always keep developing. You always keep developing your taste and your styles and stuff like that. And it's always about just expressing yourself. And this is why it's so awesome. Is the fact that we could spend like a good half an hour on the Shooter podcast just to run through some of the silhouettes, some of the different variations and their evolutions. It's so good, so good. Like the Air Trainer range is so good, and I'm still learning, bro. 100% still learning. Like I want to be at a level where I know the Air Trainers like I know Jordans.
Yeah, and it's difficult. Like I know from sight. You know, when that nostalgia hit me, oh yeah, I remember those. I remember that Air Max. I remember this Air Trainer. But the names, you know, sometimes the names get changed. Some silhouettes they just go completely under the radar. Sometimes it's limited. It's a try, and they feel like it didn't work too well, so they're not going to do it again. Or you know, the style, because a lot of these trainers aren't in style.
Yeah.
When you talk about trends, so the companies follow trends more than they follow nostalgia to a certain degree.
Yep. So, because is how do you introduce these old nostalgia sneakers to these young sneakers? Because in terms of fashion, they're outdated in terms of what we look at. Right. But this is why when the Zion 2s came out, it's a much more of appreciation of how it's been designed. They have to go back in time to actually design a sneaker for Zion because he's a big guy. But moving on swiftly,
bro. When you look at a lot of these trainers, they were built for big athletes, football players. So
exactly, American football players.
Yeah, you can see that translation into the Zion too, because he's a big old dude.
Exactly. But sorry about that. I just cut you short.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
What if situation, bro? What if situation? So, what if, right? I know we know Tinker developed the air bubble tech with the Air Max 1 in 1987, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 1987 is when we saw the Air Max 1, right?
86 when they 85 when they started doing air.
Yeah.
And the visible came in 86, 87.
Yeah, 86, 87. So Air Max 1. The first like variation. I'm just going to make sure I get my facts right because I don't want to get my facts wrong. I'm pretty sure this is the anniversary, 35 years. It came out in 1987. So we saw the air bubble in 1987 in terms of the Air Max 1. So now, bro, what if that tech was available? Well, we know the tech was available, but what if that tech was the whole revelation with Air Max 1 happened in 1984, right? what if the Air Jordan 1 had that visible air bubble unit? What do you think? And that 2. You're shaking.
I can see it on the 2 more than I can see it on the 1. It definitely would have been different. The Jordan 1 with visible air, I don't know how well that would have worked because there's so many lines and sharp angles on the Jordan 1. I don't know if visible air would have worked on it. That's probably why we still ain't seen it.
And I wanted to give you that what if situation just to kind of gauge what your thought process was, because it's interesting, because when we look at it, it's having that tech, and if that tech was available in 84, 83 or 84, what other silhouettes would we have seen that clear unit? See what I'm saying? That air unit, clear unit. Like we saw it in the Air Max 1, we saw it in the Jordan 3. That's the first time we actually saw it on the Jordan. If it was there for a Jordan 1 and 2, and if Tinker had worked on the Jordan 1 and 2, as well as the designs they had, do you think? I don't know. I'm just trying to gauge. I actually had the same thought as you. Like it won't work, but
yeah,
I'm just trying to visualize it with you at this moment in time. Like it's a what if situation.
I don't know if they probably wouldn't have. I mean, obviously the 1 and the 2 would look different, which I think we should all be glad that it went the way it did.
Yeah.
But I just can't see a visible air unit on a 1. I can see it on a 2, but I can't see it on a 1. I think it's more suitable for a 2, and maybe they'll try it one day. I mean, we've had translucent bottoms on 1s, translucent midsole, outsole, but the air is not there. We can't.
What if they gave it a whole Vapor Max look?
Nah, hell no.
All right. Before we move on, I just want to basically share something with you. If I can remember rightly where I put it. Hold on 2 seconds. So there's been like. Okay, cool. Found it. Let me try and share my screen. So 2K23 is coming out soon. Have you seen what they're putting on the 2K23?
No, I heard they probably gonna have 3 or 4 signature athletes on them though.
Yeah. Bro, they actually brought back Michael Jordan because it was a 23 is being 2023 and 23 being Jordan's actual number for the Chicago Bulls. Like, does it make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I think you can actually get Jordan in the actual game as well, and like a super elite player or something like that.
Well, now you can get Jordan in pretty much every version of the game.
Yeah.
There are the last time I actually played 2K was 21. No, 20. 20 was the last one I actually bought. Before that, I was playing 2K every year religiously. Yeah. And there are always multiple versions of Jordan. They have the historic teams, and you have at least 7 or 8 of the actual players and their likenesses on the teams, and the different versions. The short version of Jordan with the chain and where he had actual hair. There's the there's the 80s version. There's all 6 championship teams they have, and the Olympic version also.
Okay. Oh, so this is going to be hard. This is going to be a problem.
Not really.
You reckon?
A problem in what way?
To get in terms of it's a Jordan. I think the Jordan edition at 2K23 is going to be quite a hard purchase.
No, I got I can't remember what the last version was where he was actually on the cover, but I have a copy of that one. I think it was a few years, at least 2 years, where they had a version with him on the cover.
Okay.
I got one of those from the PlayStation 3 version. I get what you're saying.
No, bro, it's moved on. It's moved on. Like, even PlayStation 5s are hard to get.
Right.
Reselling is a prime, bro, at this moment in time.
But 2K ain't finna miss no money. First of all,
Okay.
there's the people that are going to get the digital version because obviously, you can download the game and not have to worry about a physical copy. People that want the physical copy should be able to get it, especially with them doing pre-orders. You should be able to get a physical copy of it. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal at all. Really.
All right, cool. So. This is enough.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
You gave me another suggestion for what if you were the coach of a basketball team and you had to pick one Jordan from history, be it the first championship winner or the sixth ring winner. What Jordan are you picking?
Just out of the championship shoes?
Just out the championships.
I want to say 13, but I'll probably go 12. No, probably go 11.
What do you mean?
I'll probably go 11. Probably Breads.
Okay, cool. Oh no! I'm talking about your player, bro. What Jordan are you picking? No, I'm not talking about the sneaker. I'm talking about the player themselves. So, that's how you got me confused. So, okay, cool. No, if you had to choose the Jordan that won the first championship, or the Jordan that won the second championship, or the third championship, or the Jordan that won the sixth championship,
I'll probably go fourth ring Jordan.
Okay.
I'll probably go fourth ring because he was he came back with something to prove. Losing to that young Orlando team in the playoffs the year before.
What about Jordan 1, who was hungry after being battered around from the Detroit Pistons?
The first championship Jordan wasn't as experienced as the fourth championship Jordan.
Yeah, and he was fresh and new.
That fourth championship Jordan went on to another three-peat. He was still in his prime. He was more experienced. Not quite the same athletically, but he was much smarter on the court.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Jordan that was willing to pass up the last shot. I want the Jordan that knows, hey, I can pass it to Steve Kerr. Hey, I can let me make sure Dennis is okay because I know I'm gonna need him defensively and on the rebounding end.
Or more of a team player.
If we can ever if we could ever call Michael Jordan a team player, like the dude was a fucking maniac. He still is to this day. I mean, Jordan ain't a cool guy. Like he's a cool guy from the outside looking in, but I don't think to know Michael Jordan is to know that he's a good friend. Like this dude is crazy, bro. He's super competitive. Like
don't start anything with Jordan because he gets very competitive. All right, cool. Next subject. I want to bring a couple of things before we go into our final segment, and our final segment is always probably one of the best segments. But I want to kind of bring something in on this because I want to get your opinion. I'm just looking through. I'm not going to. We won't mention that. Okay, cool. Three subjects at the moment. So number one, it'll be a quick fire because I want to just get your opinion on it. So at this moment in time, we're getting another pattern variation. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
So we already been told about this variation, which is the triple white variation.
Yeah, that's a dope color.
Yeah. So we already been told about this, but also we were then told this week that we're getting the orange blaze, and I'm trying to pick up these pictures. Give me 2 seconds. We're getting an orange blaze. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it.
This is the orange blaze, and this is what we're getting.
I kind of like the white colorway better. This one to me is too similar to the Monarch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna definitely say that.
But it's cool. It's not something I need. I probably won't go for it. I'll probably go for the white version, though, even though there's a whole lot of white.
It's definitely a whole load of white.
I would sort of go for the load of white before I go for this load of orange.
Yeah, it's both of them come out as 6 variations, bro. 6 variations of the pattern.
Well, because I got the Monarch, I can feel the way I feel about this orange one.
Yeah.
But that'll be 7, because we got the OG style Chlorophyll from way back in the day. I was hoping that
I'm talking about the wave, the pattern wave here.
Yeah, that'll be 6 on the wave. I'm cool. I'm cool on that orange one. The white one, I'll try for it. I ain't gotta have it, but I'm gonna try for it.
Okay, cool. And we this week we're not going to do any Mythbusters or sneaker facts because we're trying to keep the show down to 2 hours. We just passed the 2 hour marks. But I want to kind of actually talk about this. Like I want to get your opinion on this because it'll be a quick opinion from you because I know you, bro. I know you. So basically, pulling this up quickly. So basically, this, bro. What are your thoughts on the Curving Frost sneaker? Because it's got 2 variations. The all blue, like this almost look like Monsters Inc. blue variation, and you've got this is the micro. I think this is a micro bounce, and this is more like a colorful sneaker, and this is like a new kind of tech, or not new tech, but this is just like a new variation from Curving Frost micro bounce strap.
Shout out to Curving Frost. I'm not cool with this silhouette, but I appreciate him having the shot to express himself.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate these more than I appreciate the forums or their top 10s.
Yeah.
But yeah, these ain't for me. Even if I was an Adidas guy, these wouldn't be for me.
I think one thing I like about Curving Frost is basically pushing the boundaries a bit. And sometimes you need to push the boundaries to kind of I know people are going to say, oh, these are horrible, these are this and these are that, but basically sometimes you got to just push the boundaries and see what hits and what doesn't. And I think from what I'm gauging from his character, he doesn't really care.
No, he's a totally different type of dude, bro. Like Curving Frost, if you watch him on interviews and you hear what he got to say, if you follow him on IG, he's a different type of dude. He thinks outside of the box on a regular basis.
Yeah. And we need people like that. We need people like that.
That's why it's important for me just to even say shout out to him, even though I don't like this. You know, y'all know I'm not an Adidas guy, so even if I like the stuff that he does, is not necessarily for me. But I appreciate these, especially this colorful colorway. The blue ones are dope too, but this rainbow colorway is crazy.
You know what? I don't. The micro bounce technology is interesting. This is something I don't know if it's something new that Adidas are pushing. I think it's something I need to do more research before I speak on it. But the upper, I like the upper a lot on this blue, and just putting it on a different midsole will probably give it much more of a look to it.
Kind of remind me of a 9.
Yeah.
Like the Jordan 9, the way that toe box is shaped.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next up, last subject matter before we go into the main segment or one of our best segments is basically this, bro. Mr. Sean Weatherspoon's new Adidas collaboration, which is Adidas I can't even say it. Orchestro. I've probably butchered the name, bro.
No, that's right. Orchestro.
Orchestro. So, what do you feel, bro, with this? Because, like, I'm gonna give a shout out to Sean Witherspoon for doing his back to earth, back to nature, vegan, 100% vegan sneakers. That to me, the concept to me is dope. I like that concept, and I know I have a couple of vegan friends around me, and they really appreciate his sneakers because they kind of very friendly to what they want to, what they believe and what they want to rock and stuff like that. So I do respect that. To me, it's almost going back to his Nike collaboration.
Well, he kind of stays in that same. I think his color palette doesn't change.
Yeah,
that's the thing about Sean Witherspoon that I can appreciate. You can almost guess some of his sneakers just by the color palette because he always puts all those colors. He finds a way to fit all those colors into the design and make it make sense for him. I did not like the Superstars.
Yeah.
But these look dope.
The Super Earths doesn't. Yeah, the Super Earths with the stringy bits on the side and stuff like that. They were okay. They were. I've seen them in hand. I actually copped them for somebody that wanted them. But these actually look dope. I do think they're. I think he's going back potentially. Not saying that he didn't enjoy the success with Nike or the fact that he's biting from Nike, but this almost reminds me of that Nike collaboration in some sort of way.
It's a runner.
Yeah.
So I think he should stick with that runner range because I think the way he likes to design lends itself to that sleek form that runners take, especially with the curved toe in the front. I think that's good for him. If he can get his hands on more dope runners in general. And Adidas got a whole mess of runners. Like I want to see him doing some of the ZX models and stuff like that.
Yeah, ZX and EQTs and stuff, all of that stuff. That he needs to kind of get on that definitely.
Yeah, and if Ye was smart, I think he would let Sean Witherspoon touch one of the Yeezy runners.
I'm gonna say this. Kanye don't like collaborations on his sneakers. He has not done a collaboration on his sneaker.
He needs to. He doesn't have to, but I think he should. I don't want to say he needs to. I think he should, especially with guys like Sean.
Yeah. Even Jerry as well. I think that would be quite. That'd be quite
that's
dope.
His people, right? Like why not do something with your people? Stop. Anyway.
No, I think if you did do a collaboration with somebody, who would it be with though?
I think it should be with Sean or like you said with Jerry. Like do something with Pharrell, do something with Human Race, do something with all of them.
Are you ready for the shocker of the day? Kanye West is trying to design the all foam car. This no, I don't think a lot of people pick this up. This is Kanye West on the Donda's company teases a car made out of foam, right? A whole car just made a concept design out of foam. What do you think, bro? What are you thinking? Because he looks like he's going down the Tesla route. It looks like he's going down some sort of like car innovation and stuff like that. But a car made of foam, how's that going to work? I don't know.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. What is wrong with this guy? This gotta be clickbait, bro. This ain't. Come on, man. Come on, bro. How you gonna put a motor that runs hot in the middle of a foam body?
Foam, bro. It's probably got boost tires. Imagine that, bro.
No.
Yo. Can you imagine? Hold on. Can you imagine 350s lining the outer of that car, And with a boost, you're driving, you're running, you're not driving, you're running on 350s, bro.
Bro, come on, dog. This ain't gonna work, man. This ain't gonna. So what about people that live in hot climates? They car gonna dry out and end up cracking when they try to open the door.
Oh, bro, I'm interested. You know what? I'm bought in. I want to see this. I want to see what happens. What comes.
Yeah,
you know what? Just out of engineering, and kind of knowing what to expect or what could I expect. But I want to know how he's going to execute this with the engineering knowledge I have. I want to see what the outcome of this actual conversation is going to be.
I don't want to see this because I don't want to see him fail so bad. Like, we know he gonna try some stuff. He gonna push.
Look, I don't want him to fail. I don't want him to fail, but I want to know what he's trying to do. And you know what? I realized that Donda Sports at this moment in time is leveling up. And when I say leveling up, they are venturing into. They're hiring the right people in the right places at this moment, which is great. They're starting to do their basketball range. Get serious about the basketball range. They signed. I can't remember who they signed now, but they signed the first to sign this first signature athlete. So in terms of heading in the right direction, this should have been done 2 years, 3 years ago, right? But it's happening now, which is good. Which is good to see. That I think Kanye realized that he needs to kind of be more innovative with his brand, so he's branching out. Now it looks like basketball's in the remit, car manufacturing's in the remit. I think at this moment in time, he's looking around him and realizing Elon's doing that. Jay-Z's got into the Puma range with basketball range of Puma. I need to start competing. I need to get more competitive. So let's see what he does. And I told you, Kanye is the what do you call it? The person that if you could do it, he will do it. And I'm gonna just see what he does. I'm interested. I'm invested.
We're making no phone call, bro.
You reckon?
I'm not believing that.
If he rolls out a eco-friendly, environmental friendly foam car next year,
it's bullshit.
And it runs on wind, air, fire, and sun. Are you buying it, bro?
The Captain Planet Mobile.
And you, bro, would you buy it? Would you buy it?
I'm not buying the Captain Planet Cruiser.
And then, but I know why you want to buy it. It's gonna have those 3 straps at the back of the car and the windshield.
Exactly. I'm not buying the Captain Planet Cruiser, bro. It's good on that. He might as well just start doing Yeezys in the Captain Planet colorway.
Captain Planet. Oh, bro, if you don't remember Captain Planet, go and check Captain Planet out.
No, check out Don Cheadle is Captain Planet.
Yeah. And are we ready for it now, bro?
Ready for what?
You know what? It's that time.
Oh, shit.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty! We're back. It's sneaker court of public opinion, and I'm judge public opinion, and that is executioner. Every week you got a different weapon. What is it today? A mallet.
We're gonna pound out all the injustice in the sneaker community.
Ex-poundiner. You last week you were mincing her. Today you're pounding her. I need you to get the axe, bro. The toy axe for executioner.
All
right, cool.
Found out all the injustice.
So first story is simple because basically we're gonna go back onto StockX and basically being outed as selling 58% fakes to whoever actually came out. At the moment, it's all allegations. At the moment, it's like I say with everything, you got to know the truth before you can actually make the judgment. But this is court of public opinion, and this is not real court. So in terms of court of public opinion, StockX are in trouble, and in the court of public opinion, with what everybody's thinking at this moment in time, they're giving up on StockX. They're not going to buy StockX. So that's going to drive StockX sales down. That's going to drive a lot of reselling down on StockX. And on top of that, it's going to mean more redundancies at StockX, more trouble at StockX. Is it tactical? Is it something that other parties outside of StockX are doing potentially? So what's your opinion, bro? Because I think, me personally, it's too coincidental. Everything at this moment in time is too coincidental.
Shit rolls downhill.
Yeah.
You can say it's a coincidence, but we know how snowballs work.
Yeah.
We know how water flows. At this point, it's almost like how Bruce Lee said, "Be water." This trouble for StockX is water, and it's just continuing to flow. We've seen for years content creators bash StockX. Like, some people have built channels and following
from bashing StockX, yeah.
Right. From constantly ordering and doing legit checks and real versus fake and all this type of stuff. We've seen all type of controversy.
Yeah, it goes on
scale. On a small scale,
it goes on.
We've always seen it, but now that it's on a larger scale, of course, the same people that created content from StockX and GOAT and this one and that one having fake pairs, of course they're gonna jump on it.
Yeah.
It just continues to pile on, and that snowball is rolling faster, and the hill is getting steeper. They got Nike on their head. They got all this reseller controversy going on.
Yeah, it's almost like you're kicking a dead mule constantly. Like it's been for the longest time. No, it's not dead. It's not dead. Definitely not dead. It's all like, I'll rephrase that. It's like kicking a man when he's down. So, like, literally, for me personally, it's always been information out there that led us to believe that StockX were always selling fake. StockX were always selling fake. Or this, like, you always saw a video pop up on YouTube saying StockX are selling fakes. This is, I can prove it. Blah this, blah that. And a lot of people buy from StockX still, and a lot of people don't buy from StockX still. A lot of people left the platform. It got like, what I find amazing is the fact that GOAT haven't got the same kind of GOAT are not getting the same aftermath of the issue with StockX. Every other company is not getting the aftermath of the repercussions of what's happening to StockX, and it's only going to be a matter of time before, if StockX go out of business, the limelight's going in on GOAT. The spotlight's going to go on all the other reselling platforms, and that people are going to move their attention to these other reselling platforms. Are StockX the victim of their own success?
I don't think they're any more successful than other resale platforms such as eBay or GOAT or Flight Club.
Yeah.
They have done the most publication. StockX has commercials. eBay has commercials too.
Yeah.
GOAT doesn't have commercials on TV. StockX does. StockX is everywhere. StockX plugs themselves into the community in such a way that you can't search anything sneaker related and not end up with StockX advertising.
they're so plugged in on one level, but they're not plugged in on a different level. When it comes to selling sneakers and buying sneakers,
right.
Yeah, they're plugged in. But when it comes to helping people with issues, they're not, because there's no customer service.
The general belief is that eBay and GOAT, which are their main two competitors, are better. There's a consistency, a level of consistency that they have versus the opposite effect for stockx. The consistent thing with stockx is these aren't real. The consistent thing with stockx is I've been waiting a month for a shoe that I already paid for.
Yeah.
The consistency with StockX is you can't talk to a real person when you're dealing with customer service.
Yeah, and that's what I meant with customer. There's no customer service. Is you talk through email, and it's predated. That system's predated. So there's no person that you can actually pick up the phone to and talk to.
I've had experience with GOAT and StockX. I prefer GOAT. I don't. Yeah. I'd rather not have to go through either one, but I prefer GOAT. And when you look, when you research both companies, you will find much more negative said about StockX. I don't think it's because people just want to attack them. I think it's because that's how it is. I think their business is not as good as other companies, and that's all it is to it. They brought the negative attention on themselves by the way they do business. Period.
Okay, so you reckon it's more to do with what they've done in the past to get to this point, rather than basically what people think of them and their views on them. So,
this not a Golden State Warriors situation. It's not a. Yeah. I'm tired of seeing them win, so let's figure out how to knock them down. No.
Yeah.
It's not that. This is a bad business thing, and it's across the board. No one. I would venture to say 70% of people that have dealt with StockX at least 3 times have a negative story. I've only dealt with StockX 3 times, and I have a negative story. Okay. So that's not a good ratio, bro.
No, that's definitely not a good ratio.
Let me deal with you 20 times and have 1 bad story. If I got 1 bad story out of 3 situations, that's not good, bro. For a good business.
So do you believe that StockX are selling fakes?
Yeah.
So the judge, we're taking StockX to court today on the belief that everybody now currently believes, under the evidence that Nike came out, that another sneakerhead came out and spent quite a lot of money, and he went through check and legit check. Even I'd read like this at this moment in time is not proven that that's the pairs that were sold to him. We're just going off the information, and this is not the real court. This is a court of public opinion, and the reason why it's public opinion is what people are actually thinking at this moment in time. So, are StockX selling fakes? And in the court of public opinion, it feels like they are.
Mm-hmm.
So on that, bro, like we always do on court of public opinion, it is. Guilty, and they need to better themselves, because if they want to stay in business, they need to change quickly and massively. Because if you we've heard stories in the past, and this is all allegations as well, like pairs coming through, 1,000+ pairs of Travis Scott mockers coming through as fakes. Now this person's actually apparently allegations thrown at StockX again. Nike's throwing allegations to StockX that they sell fakes. So it's starting to mount up massively. Bro,
I've seen a pair of Travis Scott mochas that came from StockX that were fake in 2020.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a situation. That's a situation.
In May of 2020, there was a guy that will not be named who showed me his pair of Travis Scott's. And before I finished looking at them, he told me that they were fake, and he got them from StockX.
How did he prove that they were fake?
Because they're not real.
Did he just check? Did he check them out himself, or what?
Yeah, check
Okay,
them
cool.
against real pairs. After,
Cool.
Because he bought them early.
Were they really obvious that they were fake?
Not really. I wouldn't say really obvious, but if you know what you're looking at.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. As a real sneakerhead, you if you know what you're looking at, you know instantly that they're not real.
Swoosh placement, that reflective Travis Scott logo on the medial side was misplaced. Just certain little things that the average person wouldn't know to look for.
Yeah, and this is why I was mentioned that is how was it checked and was it obvious? Because to a casual sneakerhead, it's not. They won't think it's.
It looked like a real shoe, no doubt. It looks like the color's right, the shape is right, but there were 3 or 4 things about that shoe that weren't right, and he got it early from StockX. By the time he realized that it was fake, it was too late. Because he got it early and he wasn't able to check it against actual retail pairs until it was too late. So he was stuck with the shoe. And I think he paid around $1,400 for it, something like that.
And on that note, your bro's guilty for buying early pairs. Don't pre-order sneakers.
Yeah, and he actually carried out his own sentence because he is no longer a member of the sneaker community because he was doing it for the wrong reasons. He was clout chasing. He was trying to latch on to a trend that he didn't really care about, and he got burned several times throughout his couple of years of trying to infiltrate the sneaker community. So StockX and this guy that I'm talking about both have sentenced themselves and carrying out their own sentences because StockX having to cut their workforce to fight these lawsuits and also the lost revenue that they're going to experience from all this bad press, from doing bad business for all these years. Hope y'all learn y'all lesson.
Guilty. Okay, cool.
Pound y'all out the game.
So next court case, last court case of the day. Is this situation, right? So basically, I'm not too sure whether you follow Wimbledon.
Mm-mm.
Right. So Nick Kyrgios basically is a tennis player, and I'm not taking him to court. And I'm because I think what he did was fantastic, and basically the dress code in Wimbledon is all white. You got to wear everything white on the court, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what happened after he won the match was he came back in Jordan 1 lows.
With a Jordan hat on, I like him already.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously this is him through the match, and this is him coming back to court with Jordan 1 lows on with a red Jordan hat.
Mm-hmm.
And an interviewer kind of said to him, "You're breaking the codes and the regulations of Wimbledon and blah this and blah that." And I was like, "Wow, we're still in 1985 here. Are we still fussed about people wearing all white to a traditional court like to Wimbledon? Like, where's the freedom of expression? Why are we still living in the Stone Ages? Not the Stone Ages, the Victorian Ages.
Well,
where
this is an example of gatekeeping right here.
Exactly. Like, and you know what? Nick Kyrgios is very controversial for what he's done in the past. This stuff he's done in the past, and sometimes it's big, sometimes it's bad, sometimes this is just basically he's victimized. People just use it against him because he's make a victim of him, or just through he's done good and he's done bad. And unfortunately, what the situation is, because he's of his reputation that precedes him, they now were kind of like trying to reprimand him for literally the officials are trying to reprimand him. The the interviewer was actually coming out and saying stuff like, "You're breaking the dress code rules, you're breaking this, and you think you're above the law, blah this, blah that." It's like, it's only a pair of shoes and a red cap. What the hell? He's not murdered anybody.
Okay, so
and you throw.
I don't like stuff like that. The fact that they force the players to have to stick to a dress code. I think that's whack. Yeah. But I do believe he knew exactly what he was doing.
Of course I did.
Because he has a reputation for doing controversial stuff. Nobody should be surprised. And despite the fact that it's Jordan, if it was Adidas, if it was Fila, if it was Reebok, if it was Puma, if it was K-Swiss, if he would have done this in any brand, I would appreciate it the same way I appreciate it right now. I'm on his side. However, he knows the rules.
No, but like, if you think of the irony in 2022, right? I like Nick. I think I've admired him from afar for quite a long time, and I've read with him. I definitely do. But the thing is, the irony of the situation is literally like the NBA in 1985 banning Michael Jordan, but not the same. It's not the same. Don't get this wrong. But he did it in a pair of Jordan 1s, bro.
He should have had bread, bro.
He should have had bread. That's the only thing. If he had breads on, he's making a statement. But he does not care. And the fines go to charity. And he said, good, send them to charity. I don't care. As long as my fines go to charity, I don't care.
I don't think he should care, because I think he knew exactly what he was doing. And he did it for whatever reason. I appreciate him. As long as he was doing it for the right reasons, I appreciate him.
And we're taking the authorities to court, and the news agent or the reporter to court, because basically they need to get their heads up their asses and basically allow people to have the freedom of expression. We're not back in the Stone Ages or the Victorian ages or in the 70s or 60s or 50s or whatever you want to call it. We let the players wear what they want to wear. And to be honest, like, you should be able to wear all the Jordans you want. You should be able to wear all the Adidas you want in any color variation. So
it's guys like him that are going to push that culture forward.
Exactly.
If Nadal or Serena or any of the other stars began to do this same thing, they would either have to suffer from the court of public opinion, disagreeing with them upholding these bogus rules. In my opinion, I mean, it's not during the game. Like, at least it's after the game, after the match, where he changed his shoes and
exactly that. It would have been more of a slap in the face in the authorities if he'd worn those Jordan 1 lows on court.
I mean, look, Naomi Osaka has signature sneakers, and if she decides to, after a W, that she want to put on her signature sneakers because she has a contract with a company and it's in her best interest to sell her products, who the fuck can tell her she's wrong? Her branded products.
You know, what would be really interesting if Nike backed him to do it, to make a statement.
I wouldn't be surprised. Nike gave Colin Kaepernick shoes, merch, and a whole campaign after the NFL blackballed him. This is what Nike does. They did it for Jordan. They did it for Cap. They did it for Barkley when everybody was bashing Charles Barkley. They gave him commercials where he was saying, "I am not a role model."
Yeah.
So this is what they do. Like I said before, I appreciate him. But again, rules are rules. So
But we're not taking Nick to court. We're taking the authorities to court, bro.
Right. The rules are rules, and he knew he was bucking the rules, and they did exactly what everybody expected them to do.
Yeah. So in the court of public opinion, for the reporter and for all the authorities around Wimbledon, I'm going to give this judgment. I'm going to say this. Guilty of actually being very dress codey and getting off. Just get off your high horse and allow everybody to wear what they want to wear. And in reality, the situation is, we're not in the 50s or 40s or Victorian ages. Let people what they want to wear. This ain't school. Wimbledon ain't school. It's all about a prestige competition that, the flair and inspiration. If everybody played tennis the same way, everybody wore all the same clothes, what's the point? Everybody get bored. And this is probably the reason why Nick Kyrgios has basically worn a set of sneakers just to spice it up. Just add. You know what? Put some spice on your food.
Yeah, we tried.
Exactly.
We tried real big. I'm rocking with him on this.
Yeah, 100%. And that was today's sneaker court.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
I was on mute. Did you hear any of the stuff I said before?
About what?
About getting off their high horse.
Yeah, we heard all that.
Okay, cool. I don't know why I was on mute then. All right, cool. I'm rocking with Nick Kyrgios. I really do believe he's pushing boundaries, which is great. It's always like this is one thing I love about sportsmanship and humans, like push boundaries, push barriers, do it positively, do it creatively, and always kind of keep being awesome. And there is bending the rules and breaking the rules is something humans are born to do.
Nike needs to give him a red PE right now.
Yeah.
He needs red and white colorways of whatever shoes. Actually, he had a Jordan hat with Jordan shoes. So yeah, he needs Jordan. Jordan got court shoes. He needs some red colorways.
He needs those Air Trainer red Nick Kyrgios.
Yeah. Because the court trainers are they're pretty popular too. They sell out fairly quickly on the Nike website because a lot of tennis is big. Tennis is a real popular sport, and it's fairly inexpensive. All you need is a racket and a tube of balls. So I think Nike should do something for him for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We're coming to the end of the show. And unless you want to pull in another hour or so.
No, I ain't got nothing else. It was a kind of a slow week. We've been seeing a lot of mock-ups that I do want to talk about in the future, but I want to give them a little bit of time. And also, we got more guests next week's show. Who? I don't even want to talk about it. Next week's should be full of fireworks. To say.
Oh yes, we that next week's show might just be full on sneaker court, bro. It might be.
No, I can't keep the mask on for 2 hours. Like,
bro, I never wore the cape today because it's too warm in here, bro.
Yeah, talking about warm, man. Yeah, but we got more craziness coming next week, man. So
yes.
The conversations about a lot of these pairs that we've been seeing and pairs that are upcoming is gonna get real interesting.
Yeah.
Especially when we talk, we're gonna talk trainers again next week, I know.
Oh yeah. But we're not gonna spoil any surprises at the moment in time. I'll make sure everything's lined up for that actual podcast. But that was it for us, guys. Q, break us down before the end of the intro.
Yeah. So, as the homie TJ always say, we hope all y'all have a great week, month, and year. And hopefully, everybody can get real pairs when they have to pay resale instead of going to StockX and getting a 58% chance of getting a fake shoe. Okay? So y'all be careful out there, man. Even after you buy, just check your shoes, man, please.
Yeah, 100%. Keep checking your shoes, make sure they're legit, and hope you do get your sneakers. If you're unsure, don't pay resale. That's simple as that.
We appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So on that note, take care, guys. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Oh.